The name of the film is called What We've Become, and the story centers around a family. In particular, the main character, Stephanie Golden, is a writer in New York, and she is from Kansas. She gets a call one night that her mother has had a heart attack, so she immediately flies back to Kansas to make sure everything's okay. And when she gets back here, she learns that her sister is deep into the world of drug addiction. So she, normally what is usually a weekend visit to kind of check in on things and get back to her life, turns into a longer stay where she realizes she has to make some pretty tough decisions to help her sister, as well as deal with stuff that the family has always dealt with throughout their lives. So it's about that time in our lives where we come back to things that we've been running away from, and inevitably we just have to deal with it. And of course, helping family members, sacrificing big portions of our lives to help family members in times of crisis. I was raised in Lawrence, and I went to school here, went to KU for about 3 semesters, and then moved to New York. And I've been there for the past 20 years. And I started writing the film in about 2008, 2009. And making film in New York City is very expensive. So I did have some friends that had relocated back to Lawrence after leaving for a while as well. So I touched base with my friend Christy Dobson, who is one of the producers on the film, and just talked to her about filmmaking in Lawrence. I had heard that they had been making films here, so it sparked my interest, and I got in touch with her, and she said, oh yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on here. So I came back in 2010 to kind of meet the group. She introduced me to the amazing guys over at Through Glass Productions that have been producing and leading these films to fruition. So we talked and said, this is great, let's do this. And then, of course, took some time to get some funding lined up. So the next 4 years was spent doing that. When I finally did get the funds lined up, I called them and said, here we go, let's do this. And I came back here in August of 2014, and we began shooting on October 4th of 2014. There were many, 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 many times where I thought, this is it, and that's okay. There's other things, other interests in my life, and different things would put me back on track. The thing that happened the most often that really just filled my heart and just put me right back, even after nights of just, that's it, I'm done, crying, whatever, can't do this, was these emails that I get from strangers, people that I didn't even know, saying, I had a family member, I had a sister, I had a brother, I had a cousin who I went through this experience with, and I'm so glad that you are telling this story. And it was quite crystal clear right there that that was the path.